Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Phantom here, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. So, today I am going to be doing a level 130 fire gear setup. So, basically, it's going to tell you what hat, boots, robe, wand, deck, mount to use, etc. Basically, this is for, like, all the people that have quested through, like, Imperia Part 2 and all, have gotten to level 130 and realized their gear is not up to code. So these stats that I'm about to show you, I'm going to show you one for damage, obviously, because fire revolves heavily around damage, and one for critical, because obviously having max crit is really important too. So basically, you can also like mix and match with these sets. Like, it's not a perfect gear showcase, but it's basically some of the best stats that you can get in the game. I know you can mix and match with like other pieces of gear that might be a little bit better, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just going for some generally good stats, guys. So hopefully this helps you out, and let's get right into the gear guides. So basically, I'm going to do mount first because obviously it doesn't matter too much what mount you have, but I'm going to equip, where is it? This guy. So this guy's the Fire Gulcher. Many of you know like the Gulcher mounts. It's got the 3% damage. This isn't necessary, but I don't know. I think it helps a decent bit. It gives you just that little extra boost. I think someone just summoned a Fire Elf over there. So next we're going to go to the deck. Oh, obviously, for the mount, guys, these mounts are extremely hard to get, so especially because you might not get the one you want from the pack, so this isn't a necessary thing. You don't have to get this. So for the deck, I'm rocking the Rasputin's deck. Obviously, you can mix and match. You can use the actually, this one might be a little bit better. Oh, I think this one is better. Okay, so basically, decks don't matter too much as long as you have one that's pretty close in stats to all the maxed out ones. This might be the best deck in the game right here. I am currently using the Rasputin one, which you can use too. But basically, these are the two decks you'll want to use right here. It doesn't matter, I mean, entirely which one. Like, you don't need this one to like have amazing stats. You can use this one too, but basically get a deck with a triangle socket so you can socket those power pips onto there. I think the only reason I'm using the Rasputin deck is to get that 10% power boost anyway. So for elixir, no, I'm kidding. For rings, actually, I guess we can do pets now. So for pets, I have a Archfiend here. He's a single resist, just got the spell proof. Quint damage, yeah, quint damage pet. Obviously the talents, they're Pain Bringer, Pain Giver, Spell Proof, Fire Giver, Fire Dealer, and Fire Boon. These are all the talents you'd want on a pet. Obviously, if you're going for critical, you'll want something different. I will show that in a second after we're done with the damage stats, but basically, for really good damage, you still want some resist, so I definitely recommend having quint damage and putting a spell proof on there. But I mean, you can go quint damage like for like all the regular talents, and then socket like a mighty opal. You can do that too. That might give you like 2% or 3% more damage, I guess. But I think this is nice and balanced. So moving on to the ring, I have the ring that you get from the Mimic. It's basically really good for critical. It gives a ton of damage. I don't actually know why I socketed energy on this one, but I did, I guess. So I recommend socketing health or something. And then obviously you can socket critical or pierce in the jewel as well, and then some extra resist on top of that. So that's dropped from the Mimic and Mirage. For the amulet's kind of weird because you can use like basically this one's another one where you can mix and match and it won't affect your stats too much. I obviously have the Amulet of Divine, but I know I'm guessing like 95% of the game does not have this. It's obviously a really rare drop from Tartarus, so you can mix and match with the Morganth Amulet, or like I know you get a really good amulet in Darkmoor as well. I forget what that one's called, but I think it might be dropped from Shane Von Shane. I don't know, or the guy beforehand, but basically you can mix and match with this one. But I'm using the Amulet of Divine. It gives pretty good stats, a lot of critical block, even though that's not as relevant in today's world. Some resist and some good health. So basically, yeah, mix and match with these ones, but this is the one I'm rocking. So for the Athames, I'm rocking the Morganth one as well. This gives a lot of damage as well as a lot of power pip, a decent amount of health. And I also like this one because you get a lot of sockets. You get 4 sockets on this, which is a lot. That's a lot of sockets. And obviously, you could socket power pip, or I don't know, that blade card that I socketed in here. It doesn't come with a blade. You have to socket that itself. But you can socket critical, pierce, and health as well. So overall, just a really good Athame. For the wand, this is obviously for the damage set. I am using the Ignis's Focus Torch Staff. I don't think there's a wand that gives more damage than this in the game, like 23%. I don't think. I think this is the max, yeah. So basically, for the most damage and the best stats, I'm pretty sure, yeah, okay, so this gives a little bit more critical, the Paradox Wand, obviously, but they do give the same amount of damage. I just use the Focus Torch Staff because it gives more Pierce, but you can use either one of these if you want to get that 22% damage. Anyway, oh, obviously, this is dropped from the Trident, and you can craft this, so this is really hard to craft, though. It took me, like, weeks. So, moving on to the boots, I am using the Nimbari Centurion Greaves. Basically, you get these from the, I believe it's the, I forgot what it's called, the Nimbari Horde Pack. Yeah, they're dropped in there. The reason why I like these is they give so much health. They almost give 1,000 health. 12 resist, which is a lot for some robes, so it's very good. It gives a ton of damage as well as a lot of critical. Just overall, some really good boots. You could use the Fiery Paradox boots. I believe they give 1% more damage. So if you're going for complete damage, you can farm for those, but I feel like these are really easy to get from the pack, so they also give more resist. So I really like these boots. They're very balanced. They're very nice. So, sorry, I gotta take kind of deep breaths because I'm rambling a lot in this video. The robe is kind of where it gets tricky. I'm using the Bone Master's Robe of Flame, obviously from the Rattlebones Gauntlet. There is one robe better than this one, I think, in the game. It's dropped from Corporal Tennyson. I believe it gives maybe a little bit more accuracy and maybe 1% more damage. I don't know. I think it gives, yeah, I think it gives like 3% more accuracy and 1% more damage. So like I said, guys, the stats aren't perfect, but they're pretty close to ideal, I think, in my opinion. So I believe, I mean, one of them's a key boss and one of them's a gauntlet, so get this one from the gauntlet, or you could go for the Corporal Tennyson, which is the gold key boss in Imperia. Moving on, I have the Paradox Conical. You could obviously use the crafted one as well. It gives 1% less damage, but it's not bad. Obviously, you could also use, there's certain packs in the Crown Shop that you could use for pretty good helmets as well. But the Paradox one is currently the best helmet in the game right now, so that's what I'm rocking. So if we go to the stats now, this leaves me with 167% damage. Not quite that 170 mark, but I believe with enough determination, if you really want the 170 mark, then you can get it. What is really surprising about this gear set, it's really balanced, so you already get 40 more resist, and of course I have the extra resist socketed from jewels, but 40% resist at 160 damage, that's extremely good. I mean, like, honestly, you don't see that many fires rocking more than like 30% resist. The accuracy isn't perfect, but it's not bad. Like, you're not going to fizzle that often. Obviously, you can socket more accuracy if you want, instead of power pip, onto the triangles if you want 100% accuracy. So it's obviously just a lot of mix and matching with this set, which is what I like about it. It's highly customizable. So for the crit, you get a solid 600 critical, which gives a little bit more than a 50% crit rate, which isn't too bad. We're not going to focus on the block because everyone knows block doesn't matter anymore. But 54%, I mean, that's not too bad, like a 1 in 2 chance of criticaling. So overall, just really base stats. 18 incoming, 21 outgoing. Pip conversion, no one cares. You get a nice 9% shadow pip bonus, which is a pretty decent bit. And 81% power pips. This is the only part that I'm kinda like iffy on, because I don't know, like, obviously 100% power pips would be really nice, but sadly that's very hard to get. So like I said, this set is highly customizable. You can mix and match to whatever you want. If you want a little bit more damage, get a little bit more damage. If you want to socket Spell Defy onto your pet instead of more damage, you can add more resist. If you want to get accuracy instead of power pip, well, you can do that too. So moving on to the critical set, same hat, same robe, same boots, and now we switch over to the Jack Hallows Blues. This is the, I think this is available in the Harrowing Nightmare pack. Only available during Halloween, so it's very tricky to get, but obviously, as you can see, it gives a huge amount of critical. This pack was introduced a long time ago, and it just, to this day, it's still like the best wand for criticaling, because it just gives so much. So obviously, you'll really want this if you want to get max crit. The Athame is the same thing. This ring especially, you want this ring, like, really badly, because of the damage, and the amount of critical it gives is just insane. Now for the pet, I use a triple critical and triple damage pet. Obviously a charred fossil, but you can use whatever pet you want. So obviously you got the 3 critical talents. I actually managed to get the 10 dealer on this pet, although that's not necessary if you're going for critical. So basically 3 damage talents and 3 critical talents. The mount is the same thing, and the deck is the same thing. So if we take a look at these stats, you are left with 140 damage, which is pretty decent. You could get a little bit more. I think the max, if you want to go like hardcore, is like you could get to like 143 to like 145 damage with max crit, but it's not too bad still. You're still left with 30 resist, which is good. Same amount of accuracy. Just overall some really balanced stats. And then you get the critical rating, 100%, 863 critical. I believe you only need like 840 to get max crit, so maybe you could switch something out for like something else, I guess, and still have max crit, but I don't know. You get a little bit more healing in and out. Same Shadow Pit bonus and same Power Pit bonus. So I will go over the gear one more time, but hopefully this video helped you guys. Obviously Paradox, Rattlebones, Pack. This is from also a pack, Morganth. Tartarus, but like I said, you can mix and match this one a lot. It's very expendable. That's dropped from the Mimic, obviously Pet Training, and this is from the Gulcher's Horde pack. I am not good with names today, guys. And then obviously I'll equip the damage set. Where is it? Where's my? I can't find it. There it is. Alright, and then let's equip Chase. Obviously, same gear, except this one is the one that you craft. You can get the recipe in the Arcanum. And I believe that's it if you want the... Yeah, so, there we go. There's the stats one more time, but hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully it helped you guys if you're looking to get new gear soon. Obviously, there's a lot of customization and mixing and matching that you can use. It's very, you know, hopefully this helped. Like, hopefully you guys have better stats after this video. It is going to take some time to get this gear, but if you're patient, you will one day be as good at the game as I am. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to give it a like, share with your friends if they're having trouble getting gear and they're a fire wizard. So good luck farming, because it is going to take a little while. But subscribe if you're new. I post videos like this all the time. Make sure to leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.